We're in the ocean in Hawaii.
Our names are Mike and Heather. We're traveling the US in our van Appa on a mission to visit all 50 states. Subscribe and join us as we try to figure out this whole van life thing. As always, thanks for watching. Are you ready?
Yeah. This is kind of exciting.
Good morning from Oahu. We left our hotel in Waikiki, took an Uber to the airport, but we are not going home. We are renting a car to go the entire length of Oahu.
Or as much of it as we can see in a day, because this is not the only time we'll have a vehicle.
Tomorrow we actually check into a camper van where we're going to be spending most of the time on the North Shore. But before we do that, we want to explore to see any good spots that we might want to come back to when we have a little bit more time with the camper van.
And so to help us with our sightseeing and touring today, we are going to be downloading the Gypsy Guide.
If you're not familiar with the guide, essentially what it is a GPS tour navigator. You download the app, you download whatever guide that you want to go on. So in this case, we're going on the Oahu Island tour. And then you go to the driving location and it navigates you around the entire route that you're going to take. Before we meet up with the guide, we are going to pick up some stragglers. So my brother and his girlfriend Blair are going to be joining us.
Yeah, they got to sleep in. We got up early to come get the rental car. So we're gonna go grab them from the hotel and then start touring the island.
It's okay, everyone. We have full coverage on this thing for the entire day.
Today we are driving out of the lot with a Jeep Wrangler. I don't think it's our first time driving one, but we haven't driven anything like this in a long time. So it may take a little bit of getting used to. It's not Appa, but it should be a lot of fun. We tried to find one that you can have the roof off on to get a little bit of a convertible feel. I have no idea how to do that. I don't know if Heather does. We'll see if Nate or Blair have any experience with it.
Nate will know.
But we'll try and play around with that. And if we get some good sunshine and nice weather, which the sun's out shining, I think we might have a good chance at it. After a very quick stop at the hotel, and by quick I mean we basically acted like an Uber, pulled to the side of the street and made Nate and Blair jump in. We have picked them up and are heading over to the Aloha Stadium for the swap meet that they have. It has a lot of cool local vendors and artists and little things that you can pick up, so it's a great place to shop local if you're looking for souvenirs. So we're going to go there before officially starting our tour. So we've made it over to the Aloha Stadium. It was $2 per person to get in, and that gives you access to all of the vendors that are set up around the stadium. There's a lot of people here already, and it's a little bit before 9 o'clock.
It's really neat. There's a lot of booths, like thousands of them here, with a lot of different trinkets, food, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and there's kind of like multiple rings. So the outermost ring has a lot of maybe the more craft tourist items. And then inside is actually more sort of like thrifting and like a flea market type thing, yeah.
Right now we are waiting for Nate and Blair to, I think, get a coconut drink, which is pretty interesting. Taste test, fresh coconut.
It's not bad.
Is that your first time having coconut?
Yeah. It's actually pretty heavy. I wasn't expecting it to be that heavy.
In addition to the coconut that they've gifted to Mike, because I think he's the only one that actually likes coconut water out of all of us, they also got sugar cane.
We should Google what do you do with it.
Are you supposed to eat the whole thing?
I don't know.
Or just suck on it?
It's really good though. It's almost like a wood texture.
Yeah.
That you can chew.
It is a lot of fun walking through the market. There's a lot of local stuff that you can try, so not only coconuts, but a lot of dishes as well.
So we're leaving the parking lot now from the Aloha Stadium. We're able to go in and walk around a little bit. We didn't see everything there was to see. I think that may have taken the whole day. But now we are trying to make our way back onto the main road so that we can start our tour officially as we make our way around the island of Oahu.
Well, aloha, my friends, and welcome to your Gypsy Guide tour for the island of Oahu. Keep left for now, and I'll tell us where to turn. These parklands are named for Queen Kapiolani, who was married to King Kalakaua, the last reigning monarch in the Kingdom of Hawaii.
We have made it to our first of many viewpoints, and it is stunning. This is just the beginning of our day today with all the different viewpoints and lookout points, and it's going to be a good day. Not only is this place a popular spot for surfing and has amazing views, there's also a little monument to Amelia Earhart, the first person to fly alone from Hawaii to North America.
I'm thinking I found my paradise.
All right, we're going to keep following this road for a few minutes.
And it feels like a dream, but it's really my reality. Yeah.
Right through there is the Cocoa Head crater that we may be hiking, and we're getting our first glimpses of it, and it's just straight up. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
There's hot malasadas, Mike.
Ooh, Leonard's.
Oh, Leonard's, it's a food truck. Want to turn into it?
I'm so excited for these. Anytime we pass Leonard's, I kind of have longingly looked over at the store hoping that we can stop. And we were just driving and came across a Leonard's food truck, so there was no way we could pass it up this time.
We finished up our malasadas and we are back on the, or trying to get back on the road. There's kind of a busy parking lot. For those of you who are not familiar with malasadas, like we weren't before researching Oahu, they're a Portuguese donut that are a must-do on any Waikiki visit list. We actually stopped at the original location a couple days ago on our first day of exploring the Waikiki area. So that's why when we saw the food truck, we knew we had to stop again because they were that good. So just a little bit down the road from the Leonard's food truck that we stopped at, there was a scenic overlook for the Cocoa Crater Trail. Now that trail is on our list of things that we want to do here while we're in Hawaii, but not today. It's literally a straight up hike
Up the side of a mountain crater cliff thing.
On old railroad tracks, so yes.
Yeah.
Today is more of a sightseeing, exploring the island tour, take it easy, see the sights. But yes, we are going to be doing that straight up hike.
On that nature stairmaster. We're down just past the Hanauma Bay parking lot area, the turn-in for it, at another scenic overlook. This is just a beautiful view of the ocean just outside of Hanauma Bay, which is sort of a horseshoe shape. So we're seeing the waves crash against the rocks and it's absolutely beautiful.
All this wind definitely explains why there's such big waves out there.
Heading for the coastline. Light is it when I'm there, soaking in the sunshine.
Please pull in, and even if the ocean is quiet, the views are very worthwhile. I recommend going to the left-hand side of the viewing area. From that angle, you get the best view of the hole in the rock.
Taking the time, we press rewind out on the Isles.
That's so cool.
Eyes wide as the sea, feels like a city. We walk for miles, counting the smiles just for a while. Right out on the coastline.
That was a really good spot. We actually got to see the, I guess, blowhole spouting, which was really neat. So I guess there's something good about today being as windy as it is. I don't know if you can hear us, but we are now out of the Jeep again and we're on the Makapuu Lighthouse Trail, which is...
Well, technically we're in the parking lot because it took us a while to find a spot.
Yeah, this place is unbelievably popular. This is supposed to be a pretty mellow kind of hike walk. It's a paved path out to the Makapuu Lighthouse. There's some good chance to see whales out there though, so that's the hope for today.
So this trail is labeled as easy, but it is steep.
Yeah, so the start of the trail is a little bit of an incline to get going, but it's fully paved, a really nice smooth walking surface, and you get some unbelievable views of the Cocoa Crater off to the right hand side of the trail as you're going up, and you really can see that geological formation and why it is a crater. It's such an amazing view.
Oh, that's kind of haunting because knowing that we're eventually have to climb that thing.
Up the steep side too, not the shallow side.
Yeah, not this very nice, smooth paved trail.
Don't run off the cliff.
Yeah.
See you at the top!
You're super close to the edge. So it's going to be a bit tricky to try and see whales because there is whitecaps, but you'll look for the spout.
I've got the whole world at my fingertips. I feel like flying, I feel infinite. I know that we're the kind that think along some other lines, but we'll be fine. Come along now, the sky is endless now. We are limitless, we are limitless.
So we made it up to the top of the Makapuu lighthouse trail, and the views were absolutely unbelievable.
It was quite windy at the top, but it actually felt really good, especially coming down having the breeze after working really hard to get to the top. Definitely a hike worth doing. And now we are back in the van, headed towards some beach. Van.
I know, it's I've been saying that all day too.
Now we're back in the Jeep heading towards some beaches, which is much needed because we got pretty sweaty on that. And we didn't see any whales, but it is whale season here in Hawaii, so hopefully we get lucky at some point during our trip to be able to spot them.
The sky's calling, calling out to me. Some new beginnings with endless possibilities. Are you with me?
We want to follow around to the right. Nicely done. Lanikai Drive is just ahead on the left. Turn left there and we'll join Mokalua, which runs along the beach.
We have pulled off at Lanikai Beach. There is street parking and sort of public access that makes it really easy to get down there, but this is supposed to be one of the best beaches in Hawaii. Is it warm or cold?
Oh yeah, it's cold.
I'm not diving in.
That feels good. Once you're in, it's not bad.
It's a beautiful beach, but the water's a little cold.
Lanikai Beach, absolutely amazing, super beautiful. It's cool as you walk out further into the ocean, the sand gets finer. It's really nice and just unbelievable turquoise blue water. You've got the mokes, which are the islands just out here. You can actually paddle out to those, but yeah, this is incredible. Did you dive in?
Yeah, we already went in.
What do you think?
We did it together. I mean, the water is beautiful, and the scenery is beautiful. It's just a little cold. And I have salt water in my eyes. Hard to complain about the cold when you're in such a beautiful place like this though.
We're in the ocean in Hawaii, so that's the fine sand. That's where it's a little bit deeper, and it's a lot grainier here. It's almost like mud.
Yeah.
A really fine, smooth sand.
We can see coral, little pieces of shell, sand. Really neat.
Oh, nope, that's my ring. I thought it was like a piece of metal. It was my ring. We have left Lanikai Beach and we are back in the Jeep heading along the route. We aren't going to have enough time today to do the entire loop of the island up through the North Shore, but that's not really a problem because we're going to be spending time up there the next couple days once we get our camper vans and head up to do some camping. So we're doing the shorter loop and we are getting ready to sort of deviate onto that up here in just a little bit.
That was just a little taste of the Kailua area, and I sure hope you liked it. Absolutely spectacular, but most likely one of the things you will remember most about your visit to the Pali Lookout is the wind.
On our way back to Honolulu, we are stopping at the Pali Lookout, which is one of the windiest spots on the island.
Super windy, but apparently really beautiful. It's kind of already been a windy day to start, so we'll see how this goes, but I can't
We're gonna get dried
off
off real fast.
Yeah. We just went from stormy to now super clear blue skies.
So we made it back down to the Honolulu area. We're actually going to be dropping off Nate and Blair. They have a dinner date that they're going to be going to. I think Nathan's trying to figure out all the details now. Quick, what do you guys think of what we've seen of Hawaii so far?
I like getting out of the Waikiki area and seeing more of the island, even though we just got a small taste today. Seeing some of the actual features of the island, like the cliffs and the water, and we swam at the beach. That was amazing. That's what I was hoping to see, and Can't wait to do more of that.
Yeah, the views are really pretty.
Waikiki area is nice for a day or two, but after that, you really just want to get out and explore.
I agree. We dropped off my brother and Blair and we're headed back out to do some more exploring. We have the rental vehicle until 10 p.m. today and we didn't want to waste a few more hours worth of daylight.
So starting tomorrow, we're actually going to be heading up to the North Shore with our camper vans for some camping and exploring in that area, leaving behind the Waikiki beach area as well as Honolulu. So while we have a vehicle and a means of transportation, we wanted to check out some of the other stops before we leave this area.
We are in Hawaii and technically the off season. It is February right now and it is a little bit rainy some of the days, but still very nice and warm and pleasant. One of the cool things is when it does rain, you have rainbows and it's not even like a rare occurrence. Like it happens several times during the day that when it's lightly misting or raining at all, there's always a rainbow after it. How can you be mad that it's raining when there's always rainbows all around?
And the rain doesn't last too long.
No, not at all.
And it'll pass by and you're left with clear blue skies.
Look at how bright those rainbows are. It looks fake. Just seeing those rainbows is one of my favorite things about Hawaii so far.
All right, it looks like we're on our way towards Ko'olina. If the traffic's flowing normally, it should only take us about 15 minutes or so to reach the entrance to the Ko'olina resort area. If we're heading back to our resort, well, I hope you had a great day. If we're going to visit Ko'olina for the first time, well then good for you for exploring out a little further off the main routes.
So we're coming up to the Ko'olina resort area here in Oahu, and this
Here's
is
our
where
exit for Ko'olina.
this is sort of the resort area, and one of the resorts that's here is Disney's Aulani resort. So we're gonna go check it out because we're sort of big Disney fans.
We're also just curious to see like what a resort looks like in Hawaii because we're obviously doing it more of a budget style, staying at a budget hotel and kind of piecing together our own itineraries and not having anything all inclusive. Honestly, we don't really know what to do now because we are in the gates, but because Hawaii does have public access laws to the beach, so you should be able to go on any beach here in Hawaii, including the Disney Aulani beach. So I think what we're gonna try to do is figure out how we can get on that beach. This is Aulani.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a huge resort. I mean, it looks really nice.
Yeah. I think the difference is about $500 a night.
Oh God, more than that.
Yeah.
So we managed to find parking across the street from Aulani, where it's a big shopping complex. Now we're walking across the street to be incognito and go through their lobby area and go check out the beach. Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Wow. After briefly checking out the gift shop, we're now on the main part of the
Pool area.
yeah. So this is what a resort's like.
Yeah.
With dancers performing hula kahiko, the ancient form of hula. Our story begins now. I am Aulani, the pride of those who conceived me, brought into existence to offer happiness, relaxation, and hospitality to all.
Wow, it's so nice.
You can see the sun setting.
So we have officially set foot on the beaches here at Aulani.
Yeah.
But there's 4 little coves that are all man-made, so it kind of always allows for the perfect
Smooth
waves.
water, yeah.
Yeah, so the water is so still. Like, I'm amazed at how still it looks right now. But we're
Yeah.
seeing the sunset right now, so we're gonna watch it set.
Yeah, we're gonna make our way just up a little bit to see if we can watch it set over the ocean, because all the beaches are public access, which is really nice. So this is another resort that's private property. So even though the beaches are all public access, there is some private property that you need to be respectful of in accordance with kind of the laws that allow for public access. So there's a group of people out here on the beach watching the sunset, and it is absolutely stunning. This is our first sunset that we're seeing here in Hawaii.
First official one, because we kind of watched it at the hula show yesterday.
Kind of.
But
We were facing the wrong way.
yeah. This is the view. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. We made it just in time to see the last quarter of the sun go down below the horizon, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
A really nice way to end this day.
Absolutely beautiful to just watch the sun disappear over the ocean, and it went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
From this beach near Aulani is just open, expansive ocean. There was
Yeah.
nothing else around. You could just see the water all the way to the horizon in almost every direction in front of us. So it really was something that was incredible. I'm so glad we got to see that.
Just overall a really great day, and I'm very grateful to be here. We are going to start making our way back to the airport to drop off our rental car. We gotta vacuum out some sand from the beach that we went to and fill it up with gas.
We're all set now. We were able to drop off the Jeep, catch an Uber back from the airport back to the Waikiki area. We didn't get to pull the top back, but we did have a blast.
Next time. It'll be a perfect bucket list item for next time.
Yeah, it was so much fun exploring the island and swimming and hiking and doing all of those great things.
And we get to do some more exploring tomorrow as we head up to the North Shore.
So we will see you in the next one, because we are going to get some food because we are starving.
And we have a lot of packing to do.
Yes, we have to pack up our hotel room because this is our last night here in Waikiki. So we've got a bit to do, but we'll catch you tomorrow. See you then.